just made it to sunny Las Vegas. I got here in like an hour and a half. Even though it's, you know, late September, early October, Vegas is still super duper warm. I'm gonna get a coffee right now because I'm extremely tired and I have to go do a really cool workout with a really cool Gymshark fellow athlete. So let's go get some coffee, fuel up. Thank you. Have a good one. So much better now. Driving down to Vegas before you've had any coffee was not an easy feat. We're gonna be doing some training. We didn't really talk about what the training's gonna look like. Hopefully they let us do some training, but pretty big event coming up here in Vegas, which has brought this Gymshark athlete out to Vegas. So, all right, everyone say hello to Tanner. This is Tanner. Tanner came to me in my hour of need last night when I decided I was coming to Vegas this morning. I'm like, hey, I need a videographer. My man was like, dude, I could do it. So, and your Instagram, you look like you got skills. So I haven't showed you guys where we're at right now, but it's a pretty cool spot. We're gonna get some dope B-roll Tanner's gonna get some dope B-roll of all this stuff. We're gonna make that happen in 3, 2, 1. Look who it is! Oh, Ireland. What up, what up? Good to see ya. I can park anywhere around here. I was telling you guys, this is my favorite Gymshark athlete, and we're not disappointing here. So what are you in town for?
I'm in town for the biggest fight in UFC history. For the Mcgregor Khabib fight, which is on next Saturday.
It is. Yeah. We're gonna do some different kind of training with Connor. Really bring him into his. No, we're not. I'm here today at the UFC gym. We're gonna be able to do some training or just check it out.
Yeah, we're gonna do some training and do a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit nervous about what.
Yeah, we'll just have a bit of fun today.
Having a bit of fun. Anytime an Irish person says that, you gotta watch out.
He's well able. He's well able.
Coach Roddy's got me nervous, right in the wrong day and everything.
9:28.
The cryo chamber?
Yeah. You ever been in one of them?
Wow. Once.
Yeah.
Once.
This is infrared.
They had tanning beds in here just in case you wanted to make sure you had a nice tan when you were here.
Infrared goes through your body, you know, any knots, any bangs, any bruises, helps recover. Very, very good.
That is nice.
Yeah. It's an underwater treadmill. So for
Your folks, that's amazing.
Yeah, man, it's top notch. And we put this in the vlog last year. And Connor's going down. It's like something out of Terminator. He goes down in the water and he's spreading. Looks so cool. Yeah.
You guys want to know how important recovery is? If the UFC and Reebok are investing in this kind of stuff, you should probably at least do your foam rolling, okay? This is obviously, you know, your little nutrition station.
Yeah.
These guys, I just partnered with them.
Did you?
So they're my meal prep company.
Yeah.
Little trifecta nutrition, yeah. Is this the bison? This is sweet potato, oh, it's a beef patty. So I love their bison. I'm gonna put them in the link. Trifecta nutrition, I like them because they come obviously wrapped like this, so they don't break. A lot of times when you get plastic like in the containers, they just break in the mail. This is kind of nice. So. Yo, I love how much natural light is in this place. We got kind of like our gym. We got the standalone. Like this is kind of set up a lot like our gym, but they obviously have a little bit nicer equipment. So, altitude chamber. Shout out to other Gymshark athlete Sean Stafford. He did a marathon at base camp at Everest, and he trained in the altitude chamber to get acclimated to that elevation. This is probably the only thing that, well, we have some TRX, but this is probably the only thing that we have in our gym that we match, the XD Performance. Shout out to XD.
Flip a tire or what?
We're definitely flipping that tire.
I'm just trying my best to get him really tired so that when we do pads and stuff like that, he'll be messed up.
I'm walking around this spot. People look at me and they're like, "Guy's got no cauliflower ear. Doesn't look like he's been punched." Yeah, he's not a fighter. He's some YouTube pretty boy.
This is where we train. The full-size Octagon.
Wow. That's bigger in person.
Yeah. People don't realize how big it is.
Yeah.
You know,
I was super impressed with Conor and that Mayweather fight. I was cheering for Conor.
I hope so.
Yeah, I was. Even though he's Irish and the American, I was still cheering for Conor because I just felt like he was an underdog, obviously. But he showed up. He left a lot of people. He earned, I think, a lot of people's respect in boxing out of that. So
yeah, he landed shots on arguably the best boxer of our time. You know.
Was he 50-0? 50?
Yeah, 50-0. So. Yeah, but yeah, some experience. Yeah.
I feel like I'm on hollow ground, you know, like if you're big into the NFL, you got like, you know, Lambeau Field, or you have the Dallas Cowboys, their new facility. You kind of have these holy grails of whatever sport you're into. This is definitely where you come if you are a fan of the UFC. This place is unbelievable. So the Power Cube. Oh yeah, how solid are these things? Oh yeah, it's not like the, you know, the thing you punch at the carnivals, kind of like the speed bag. You punch it and then it hits. This is a little bit more solid. So, oh man, I feel like Ivan Drago right now in here. You know, in Rocky IV, Ivan Drago's got all the technology. You know, he's using like things like this, and of course he gets beat. So, but I think in here, this is what I feel like right now. Oh yeah, that's the one right there.
That's not bad.
That's impressive. Like, you guys, I don't know if we can tell, but in person, the sound and the speed, he hits me with that, I'm going night-night for a long time.
You know, Conor's been averaging like 70,000 on this.
What?
Yeah.
There we go!
There. You better watch out. He's coming to the UFC.
We're gonna be jumping in this right now. The full regulation size Octagon. That's a lot of equipment we got there. We're gonna be doing some stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna do some pads.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. If there was a place in St. George I can go and do some grappling, go and do some striking, A, like it's such good cardio and you don't feel like you're doing cardio, which is always a good thing. But B, the amount, like, I felt my hips that open the next day.
Yeah.
Like being on that drill where we were on our back, keeping them away from our legs. So honestly, it was so good for just that, I would say, stretching, mobility. Like, again, it's much better to do it. It's so much more fun than going in and stretching. So anyhow, I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm not gonna ever pretend to be something I'm not. Coach me up, I wanna learn. Coach Roddy is predicting the fight doesn't end in submission this weekend?
Most definitely not. First round KO.
First round KO.
Yeah, definitely.
Left hand?
Yeah, all day.
Mama said knock you out. You learned that from you. You're left-handed too, right?
I'm a lefty as well, yeah. Most definitely.
If there's kids out there in Ireland, you know, because I've seen how MMA is blown up in Ireland because of Conor and what you guys are doing. You know, being around a champion like Conor, what do you think separates him from?
I just think, you know, facing adversity is and not being afraid to take risks, put it all on the line. He's done it every fight, and people might say it's brash and stuff, but he'll say what he's going to do, and he goes out and does it.
He backs it up.
And he backs it up. But
not knowing a whole lot about MMA, just looking at champions in different fields, people that are champions usually have, they're quick to forget and move on to the positive things.
I think that's one of the defining moments in Conor's career was coming back after the Diaz loss and winning. Not changing anything, like, you know, going in, fighting him on the same grounds, exact same weight. He could have easily fought at the lighter weight, which is Conor's weight, but he didn't change anything. He went in, fixed a few mistakes, which is important. Everybody makes mistakes, and when we lose, if you know, it can be a good learning experience if you do it right. If you see where you made the mistakes and you correct them, I mean, that's how we improve, and that's how we get better at anything in life, you know. But that fight in general for me was amazing, because he made a mistake, he fixed those mistakes, he came back, fought under the exact same rules, at the exact same weight, and overcame him.
You watch greats in any field, whether it's you hear about Muhammad Ali or Michael Jordan. There's that it factor that they believe 100% in themselves, even before everyone else. It's almost like Conor's envisioned his life, envisioned all these fights, and being in the place where he's at before anyone else believed in him. And that, I think, is kind of every single champion that you see across any kind of sport. Arnold Schwarzenegger even talks about that. It has that and that power of visualization, and that to me has always stood out.
I remember the video that Conor put up. You know, I think he was only starting out in MMA. I think he was in the gym maybe a year, had maybe 1 or 2 fights, and he'd done an interview with one of our friends, and he was talking about, I'm gonna be in the UFC, I'm gonna be the world champion, and I'm gonna be filthy rich from it. And like,
he knew it in his head.
He knew it straight away. And like, even when I first met him, when he first started training together, he was a beginner. You know, he had very good hands. He had always good hands. But like, he knew no jiu-jitsu or anything like that. But still, in his eyes and in his persona, he always knew. He always felt he was the best.
Champion,
I was like, I'm the best in the world. And you see it across the board. All the champions, all the greats, they have this from day one. And I think, you know, if you start believing in yourself like that as a young kid, you start to believe in yourself, and whatever goes wrong or whatever mistakes you make or whatever losses you take, once you just keep pushing forward and you try and learn from them, I mean, anybody can do it.
It's so true. So you guys out there watching this, you guys might not be crazy into MMA, or you might be. The thing you take away from it, it all starts up here. Before anything else happens in your life, it starts up here. You're forward thinking into some of the trials that are going to come up. You visualize yourself, you feel the emotions of being a champion or succeeding in business. Whatever it is, you start living according to that mindset that you have, and it's amazing what follows from that. So Conor, best of luck to you this weekend. We'll be rooting for you. Obviously, we'll be rooting for Coach here too in the corner. You sometimes get a glimpse of him, and it's like he's right there in the ring too. So I appreciate this, man, a whole lot. Thank you so much. UFC, thank you guys so much, and thumbs up this video and leave a comment on what round you think Conor's gonna knock him out in.